Hey guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to be updated when new videos will be uploaded to my channel. Enjoy! Hello guys, it's Sapphire Morning, so I'm here with a review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Alright, so the movie is now out. I have read some of the reviews for the movie, but I'm going to tell you guys my opinion of the film. So first, I'm going to give you a nice little, pretty much a recap of the film. If you haven't seen it yet, turn off this video, go see the movie, go see the movie, go see the movie, go. Enjoy the dinosaurs. So anyway, for those who have seen the movie, let's recap it, shall we? So the movie begins, pretty much we have this expedition team going in and into the, the monosaur, that's the big water, the one that was in the water, that big whale, bigger than a whale, bigger than a shark looking thing, dinosaur. And they're pretty much going into that little lagoon to retrieve essentially a bone from the Indominus Rex. So remember in the last film, the Indominus Rex ended up fighting against both Blue, the Velociraptor, and of course the T-Rex that was from the first film. And they tag teamed the Indominus Rex, and then he ends up getting eaten by the monosaur and dragged into the water. So obviously, he became lunch. It must have been a good lunch right there. It was a good lunch. So anyway, I ended up getting a piece of the bone, because if you know anything about anatomy, DNA is found within a bone marrow. You take some bone marrow, that's how you get your blood. That's how you get some DNA. Yeah. So they retrieve that, send it up, and because they're in the lagoon, which I'm like, why would they not think about? I mean, it's just I would not be in a little ball in a pool at nighttime of all times. I would not be in a pool at nighttime, and especially a dinosaur pool at night. And you just see the shadow of the thing, like, ooh, lunch. No, well, not lunch. Well, dinner. So you just see the shadow. You like, they did. They did. And so the guy up top who had opened up the lagoon, he's like, all right, guys, come on. We got to go. And then he sees a no signal coming from on his little board. I'm like, they gone, bro. When they said no signal, guess what? They're dead. They're gone. They're in the belly of the beast at this point in time. Okay, they're dead. So then we see the helicopter telling the guy that's trying to close the gate, like, dude, behind you, because we see the trees, and you see the shadow of a dinosaur. You're like, oh, shit. So you like, what? So he's like, what are you guys talking about? And then he turns around, and guess what it is? It's a goddamn T-Rex. Bro! Hello to T-Rex! I mean, it's sad that the guy is about to be chased by a T-Rex, but for me, yay, dinosaur! Okay, so the dude's like hauling ass trying to run, and dinosaur's like, ooh, I gotta feel bad for the T-Rex. He probably don't feel like chasing his food all the time. Like, can you imagine constantly having to chase your food? You would probably get tired just from trying to chase your food. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So he's running, and the helicopter pulled up. They're like, drop the ladder for the man. So they drop the ladder. I'm like, come on, man, you got this. So you rooting for him to get to the ladder. You like root for him. So he finally gets to the ladder. You're like, yeah. And then the T-Rex grabs the end part of the ladder, right? And you like kind of how you playing with your pet dog, like a little tug of war thing. Is he doing like, So eventually, this the end part of the ladder breaks off, and the T-Rex like, dang, there goes my meal. And the man, he's in this moment of his, of happiness, like, yes, I'm not gonna die by T-Rex. And then here comes the monosaur, like, grabs him off the ladder, and the people, the air helicopter, like, did that just happen? Yes, it did. I mean, at least the dude died happy because he didn't see the monosaur, so he died in a moment of bliss of, I escaped one dinosaur. So I just hope that's all he remembers is that moment of joy of having it before he gets digested. I just hope that's all that happens. At least, he died happy. Most people don't get that. So then we go over to the mainland, where there's this big debate essentially happening, Capitol Hill, about the fate of the dinosaurs on Isla Sorna. Because what's going on is there's a volcano. Isla Sorna is built on a freaking volcano, which most islands are volcanoes, like the Hawaiian Islands. So this volcano is essentially about to erupt, and they're trying to debate whether or not to save these dinosaurs. So Ian Malcolm, if you don't know who Ian Malcolm is, he's played by Jeff Goldblum. He was in Jurassic Park 1. He was the mathematician, tells about chaos theory, life will find a way. He was also in Jurassic World 2. Yeah, Jurassic World 2. He wasn't in 3. And he is also in, if you don't watch any of the Jurassic Park films, like, I don't know how you would not watch these films, like, they're awesome. He was also in Thor Ragnarok. That's Jeff Goldblum, guys. Also, of course, Independence Day and The Fly. The ones I've seen. That's the movies I've seen him in. But anyway, so it's essentially, Ian Malcolm is saying, like, essentially saying this is nature's way of trying to rectify something that we did as human beings, that we're sitting here eventually playing with the concept of life and death. Like, these dinosaurs died millions of years ago for a reason. They had their time on the earth, and it was time for them to go. And here we go with our scientific advancements. We brought them back essentially for entertainment and amusement, and not realizing the power that we have in our hands. And every time we have tried to use these dinosaurs as products, not understanding nature works, it has always ended in tragedy. Jurassic Park 1, what happens? John Hammond just sent a small group of people to this island to sort of get them a test. It was like a test run. What happens? People died. The park went down. There's always going to be some sort of failure in trying to have these dinosaurs for amusement. This is not a zoo. This is not a zoo. This is not SeaWorld. There's something that's always going to go wrong when it comes to this particular park. There's always something that's going to go wrong. In the first one, what happened? It was a thunderstorm. What happened in the movie 2? It was trying to bring them to the mainland. What happened to T-Rex was like, where is my baby? Where is my child? I'm about to rampage through this city. Give me my child. What happened in 3? The islands was considered... essentially no fly zone, no zone at all. You don't even go there. What happened? I'm gonna send my child parasailing on the island with dinosaurs. You stupid bitch. What happened to Jurassic World? Yay, we finally think we could have control, and now look, our park is doing amusement, but people are tired of dinosaurs. How the fuck you tired of dinosaurs? We're going to make a new one. We're going to combine the freaking DNA of a T-Rex with a raptor among with other freaking random animals like a cuttlefish so it could be camouflage. Why the fuck would you do that? Why? I'm sorry. If your people, but at the end of the day, it was all about what? Money. And guess what? People died. And guess what you had to do? Pay up money. To people that then lost their lives or got injured because the freaking pterodons, I think that's what those words, because you got pterodactyls and you got pterodons. I'm not sure of the difference between the two, but I know there's a difference. Anyway, so essentially that's what Jeff Goldblum's character and Ian Malcolm was saying. This is nature trying to rectify a situation that we made. Nature is trying to put these bad animals back on extinction. So what happens? Claire is part of this group that's trying to save the dinosaurs. Save the dinos. I'm not saying you shouldn't save the dinosaurs. At this point, we have created them, so at this point, we should save the ones that we can. Put them probably like a nice island. We call it the Dino Reserve, and people don't visit the goddamn thing. Just like we have these sanctuaries for animals that's been like in zoos, like for gorillas and lions and other animals that we took out of the wild, or we didn't destroy their homes. Because, we're trying to build malls or more homes for people. And then bitch and complain, oh my god, there's a deer in my backyard. No, bitch, we're in their home. We just tore down their home to build ours. This is still their home. You're the one that's in their house. They're looking at you like, what this house came from? Anyway. So Claire ends up going to see Owen, which is, Chris Pratt, a.k.a. Star-Lord. Even though a lot of people don't like him right now as Star-Lord because of the events of Infinity War. He knows what he did. But anyway, so she's eventually convincing him like, hey, we need you because, of Blue. And so then we see these little clips of Blue as a baby. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. Like, for real, I would never thought of a Velociraptor would be this fucking cute. I would never, when I was a kid, when I watched the first movie, I mean, they did have that scene where you saw the baby raptor being born. You was like, oh, that's cute. But, then Dr. Grant was holding it, was like, you bred raptors? And he like hold it, just looking at it like, this is a dumbass. I look like this is kind of gonna come there. Look on the face like, kind of sort of it dawning on you how dangerous recreating, bringing dinosaurs back to life really is. He's like, you bred raptors? And Dr. Wu was like, yes. And he was looking at it and he was going, and making all that cute little noises. But anyway, in this clip, you see Blue, and you sort of seeing Owen, in the little training process. Cause that's what he was. He's a Navy SEAL. I think they say in the first movie he was a Navy SEAL, and he's an animal behavioralist. So he's training them, which makes sense. I mean, he didn't name him Blue Alpha, no Blue Delta. I forgot the other one name, but the little military code things. So in the video, you see that sort of Blue sort of becomes Owen's second in command. So, because you see him trying to get him under control, and then Blue, kind of yells at him like, and they get in line. So, obviously, Blue becomes his second in command. If he's the alpha, Blue becomes his beta. And he would notice that by raising Blue, that Blue is showing a higher level of intelligence compared to the other ones, and that she's actually showing empathy. So, they show you this clip of Owen sort of pretending to be weak, and the other raptors sort of, they kind of just bite onto his wrist. Blue, when he does it with Blue's like, hey, buddy, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't take it. This is so cute. Oh my God, this is so adorable. Why are you making this raptor so cute and adorable? Why are you making this raptor cute? Like, why are you making this raptor so adorable? Why? If I essentially, I want a freaking Blue plushie at this point. I'm like, if I need a raptor plushie, I need a Velociraptor plushie. And if people ask me why I have it, I'm like, I have a freaking facehugger plushie right now. I have a facehugger one of an alien from, the Alien film. So why not have a Velociraptor one? Why not? But anyway. And so he sees that video. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go save Blue. I'm going to go save Blue. And so they finally get on the island, right? And we see, obviously nature has slowly taken back the island. Grass is everywhere. We see the little compies. Compies, you seen them in Jurassic World. They're the little tiny ones that attacked that man that was trying to run. Those little thingies. And so we also see I believe it's a Brachiosaurus, just walking, getting something to eat. And so they go to this vault to sort of reboot the system, and because all the dinosaurs have trackers on them, and so they need to find Blue. Because they have to have pretty much 2 of every species, a male and female. So sort of like the whole Noah's Ark thing. You get 2 of each species, male and female, so they could essentially reproduce at some point. But for Blue and the T-Rex, they're the only ones of their kind. But I don't think that would be a problem, because if you remember in Jurassic Park, the first film, where Dr. Grant explains that when they find the eggs in the wild, and it's like, no, I thought Grandpa said all dinosaurs were girl, and Dr. Grant says on the tour they say they fix in the genetic code with the DNA of a frog, and some West African frogs have been known to change their sex from male to female in a single sex environment. So since this is the T-Rex from the first film, because it has the marks from the raptor attacks from the first film, if that's the T-Rex from the first film, it's gonna breed. If it needs to get to that point where it needs to create a baby, it's gonna change his sex, and we're gonna have some more T-Rexes out there. So I'm not really worried about T-Rex. Now Blue is the next generation Velociraptor, and I don't know if they have that capability. I don't know if Blue has that ability where she could probably change her gender and sort of create some more raptors. I don't know if she can do that. I'm gonna have to see on the website, because I know there's more information on the actual website about the company and everything. So I'm gonna have to probably check on there and see if Blue can actually has the ability to do that. If not, then Blue is probably gonna be will be the only raptor at this point at this film, which is kind of sad. So they end up finding Blue, and Owen's like, you know me. If you've seen that part of the commercial, you know me. And so the people that he's with, they shoot Blue with a tranq dart, and he's like, hey, what you doing? And we find out they're mercenaries, of course, and their goal is not really to save the dinosaurs. I'm like, anytime there's a situation And you see, and there's always like this Hunter Clayton type character. And if you don't know what I mean by Clayton, I mean Clayton as in the character off of Tarzan. Clayton, that type of character. That's what I mean. So you see this Clayton type character. Just know that they're not a good person. They're not a good person, and they always in this for the money. Okay. So they shoot Blue, and then this guy behind Blue, has his gun up. So I don't know if Blue saw the gun, thinking that he was trying to shoot Blue, shoot her, or was trying to shoot Owen, because Owen's back is turned. So I don't know if she thought maybe it was trying to go after Owen, because they was pointing the guns at him, like, kind of threatening him, and we know Blue shows empathy. So if it was that case, then Blue was either defending herself, or Blue was defending her papa. Because, I mean, he did raise him from baby, so essentially he is their parent. He is Blue's father, so she trying to defend the papa. I'm like, ooh, boy, yeah. I was like, yeah, Blue, rip his face off. That's probably the only time I actually root for a velociraptor to eat another human being. Yeah, Blue, rip his face. Then he shoots Blue. I'm like, he shot fucking Blue. Oh, like, I never thought I would be this emotionally invested in a velociraptor. Like, oh my God. Like, because when I watched the first one, I was scared of them. Now I'm like, no, Blue better not die. Oh my God. And so they have this essentially like a dino veterinarian. Like, Blue is losing too much blood, and she is the last one of kind, so she essentially needs to be with her. So the man's like, if she dies, I kill you. Blue wouldn't be in a situation if your stupid idiot man didn't try to shoot her. And so then he shoots on with a freaking tranquilizer dart and just leaves him there, right? And so Claire and the other techie guy, they're in the thing. And the doors get locked on them. And that's when they found out, oh, you guys been tricked. They're not really here to save the dinos. And so once they really finally get the doors open, they end up opening up a tunnel that leads to the park. And now dinosaurs coming in. And meanwhile, while the dinosaurs coming in is a predator one. I think it's called I forgot what it's called. I'll probably put it somewhere in the video. But the volcano is now at a point of eruption. It's erupting and lava's coming out of where there's smoke, and when a lava erupts, there's like the rocks and stuff that's falling and stuff like that. So we see the lava come into, this was also in the commercial, you see the lava coming down and dinosaurs trying to get them. I'm like, this dinosaurs has no sense of self-preservation, do it. It's really trying to eat these people while this lava is flowing up in here, right? Like, bruh, you about to die, run. You try to get food later. But he's like, no, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die with food in my belly. I'm like, I guess that's the way you want to go, bro. That's the way you want to go. Anyway, so they escape up this latch in the hatch, and they see Owen saying, run, which I don't think you really should need to tell people to run if there's a fucking volcano erupting and you see a dinosaur stampede. Now, so they're running, right? And dinosaurs are trying to run too, like crap, Now, this scene right here reminded me of the scene, this right here gave me flashbacks of the Gallimimus stampede in Jurassic Park 1. Like, if you literally put those two together, you could kind of tell this literally kind of shot for shot the same thing, except it's 3 adults. And so then they get into the Claire and the nerd, the geek gets into the gyrosphere. Owen can't get in because the Baronox, I think that's what it's called, sees Owen trying to eat him. Then a T-Rex comes in, bites him, kills him, and like does a little word like, and T-Rex like walks over like, God damn it, all this damn noise, I can't sleep. Like was trying to have a nap or something. Like, all this noise, I can't stop it. Shut up. And then just walks off. Cause that's how I literally walked off. Like, I am tired of all this noise. I am trying to sleep here. Shit. And so, they start running toward the cliff. Some of the dinosaurs fall in the water. The gyrosphere falls in, and now they're stuck in the gyrosphere, and now the thing is flooding in. I'm like, I don't want her to get out of that thing, because besides, the whole drowning situation, if that lava hits that water, I'm pretty sure that water is gonna be hot as hell. You're gonna be boiled alive. So now you're not so I'm like, y'all might want her to get about it before that lava hit, because y'all gonna be boiling right now. Y'all gonna be some cooked people. Y'all gonna be cooked sushi at this point. Owen eventually gets them out. They end up making it to the beach, and they see that the mercenaries in one night, they end up catching the T-Rex. And so they're like, okay, they're taking these animals. So if they see them, so like, we gotta get on the thing, because the volcano erupting, this island is about to be destroyed. So they find this truck. They make it onto the last boat, and as they look back at the island, we see all the people looking back at the island, and you see the brachiosaurs, and you see sort of all nothing but smoke, and you see the brachiosaurs sort of screaming out, and you just see, then it ends up covering smoke, and you could tell that it's dying because you see the heat, and you just hear it just sort of crying out, and it was like the saddest thing I've ever seen before in my life. I was like, I never thought I would actually be sad at watching an island full of dinosaurs die. I was like, God damn, Jurassic World, you just gonna sit here and just make me emotional, ain't you? You just gonna make me emotional. God damn it. So all the dinosaurs, because they only had two, I think they caught 11 species, I believe. I know it's a certain amount of species they caught. It was two of each one, because I know they took a couple of them, and all the ones that we know for a fact that only has one in each species is the raptor, and of course the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everything else they kind of had two of, so there was no need to catch any more than two. But it was just so sad. I was actually crying when I watched the island get destroyed. I'm like, oh my god, we're not coming. Because you got to think about it, because in every movie you always went back to an island. You know what I'm saying? You always went back to the island. That literally was each movie, because you went back to the island and everything happened on the island. But the island is no more, people. And I know you think, well, this Site B. And I read somewhere that Site B, the dinosaurs of Site B, some of them was transported to Site A, which is Isla Nublar. That's the one we watched get destroyed by the volcano. And the ones that was left on Site B, they eventually died out because there was too many carnivores on that island, and they eventually died out. So pretty much life found its way on that island. They naturally went extinct on that island, so Site B is no more. And all we had was Site A, and now Site A is gone. So there's no more going back to the islands, people. After this film, there's no going back to the islands. This is all mainland now. It's going to be interesting. So now they're on a ship, right? On a boat. And Blue, they go to see Blue, check up on Blue. Blue is losing a lot of blood fast and they have to get the bullet out. Blue needs, essentially at this point, a blood transfusion. So the lady says there's only one dinosaur on this on this boat that he could get blood from to help Blue out. So it happens to be the effing T-Rex of all dinosaurs, the T-Rex. I was like, hell no. I mean, I love Blue, but I don't know if I'm going to try to extract blood from a T-Rex. But, I mean, right now the T-Rex is sedated, but I'm like, ooh, boy, how long that's going to last? So they stick the needle in, and, it's extracting the blood, right? All right. And so Owen is sort of just, Owen is really close to his face. So when the dino opens its eye, he's like, what the and it roars. And I'm like, oh my god, get out of there. And it can't really move because it's sort of tied down, but then it gets this little hand out. And it's like, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then eventually it try to move his head to try to bite. Because you know what he was trying to use it with his jaw. I'm like, oh my god, they got out, right? So he rolled out that booger, right? And then he looks at Claire like, Claire, did you get the blood? Like, could I be really fucked up if they went through all that and left the blood? And she holds it up like, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm like, holy shit. I know that shit was nerve-wracking. And so they give blood to transfusion. And you see Blue cry. I'm like, stop making me emotional, movie. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. So they're making me all emotional. So they finally reach their destination. And it's this manor. Which I forgot to mention. But because I was so into the dinosaurs as part of the movie. So this man who's funding the situation, his money, he was left all of John Hammond's money. And we see a partner of John Hammond's, and they both had the idea of using genetic cloning stuff, but end up breaking up their friendship due to a disagreement, which I will discuss later. So anyway, this is where they're bringing all the dinosaurs to this manor. So they have this huge underground sort of basement, and we find out that they're actually auctioning off the dinosaurs to, different companies to eventually use them as weaponry. And this is where they're going to introduce their new dinosaur. So they end up locking Claire and Owen into this cage, and essentially saying that they're going to eventually kill them because people think they died on the island. They didn't know they make it off the island. So people thought they died on the island. So we see the auction going on, and they introduced the I-Rex, the I-Raptor, the Indoraptor, and it's essentially a raptor, but slightly bigger in aspects. Like its arms are bigger, its legs seem to be bigger, and it's more intelligent. I'm like, of all animals, of all the dinos you could make fucking more intelligent, you gonna make a fucking raptor intelligent? If you remember the first one, they was smart enough already. It was opening doors and shit. You gonna make this one 10 times? Oh, you fucking stupid. Oh, y'all. Oh, you stupid. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and this particular, and this shows you why we should not be controlled of trying to break things to life, because we do stupid shit as this like human beings with every and this is and throughout history, regardless of the fact this is a movie. Look throughout human history. Every time we have some sort of technological advancement, we have always found a way to use it for an aspect of war. We have always done that, from the Iron Age, the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Techno Age. We have always done it. We have always found some way to use something for war, to fight and kill each other. And for what? Land, money. Why? We have always found a way to do that as human beings, and we have still not have learned our lessons. I mean, this is like even now with the technology that we have now, like, you know, we trying to make AIs. Like, some of us trying to make robots and stuff, like, you know, to clean the house and stuff. And we got, you know, smartphones and smart houses being developed. And guess what they're trying to use for? We're gonna use drones now. We got drones for war. Why? Did y'all not see the Terminator? Did we not learn anything from the Terminator? Did we not learn anything? Apparently we did not learn anything from Terminator, because I'm not gonna sit here and die by you know, when the robots want to fucking, you know, go Judgment Day on ass. Just saying. So anyway, they're auctioning off these dinosaurs and introducing the Indoraptor, and I'm like, this is gonna end badly. This is gonna end badly. You already know. So what happens is Owen ends up getting out of their cage by the use of a dinosaur. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it was the same one that was in Jurassic World 2. It's the one that has like its head is used. It butts its head. It, you know, uses its head to sort of, you know, butt everything. So he used that dinosaur. And it was so cute. I felt like that dinosaur was like the comic relief for a minute. Like, he was literally the comic relief of the movie. And it was so cute too. I'm like, oh, you're so cute. So that dinosaur was obviously the comic relief for the moment. You know, release some of the tension for a minute. So anyway, it goes into the auction place, creates a rampage, and the people like, you know, running like, oh my god, dinosaurs loose. Like, what the fuck you thought was gonna happen being in a goddamn underground basement with a bunch of fucking dinosaurs? What you thought was gonna happen? Stupid. Y'all need to die. I really don't care about y'all. So anyway, so then we get the Clayton dude, right? And he's like, because before on the island, he was taking the teeth off of these animals, right? He was just taking the teeth off each animal. I'm like, you sick bastard. Right? And so, so the Indoraptor, right? He's like, ooh, because he wants the teeth off that one, right? So he shoots the thing with a trank. I'm like, that is not going to be enough for that thing. So it falls down. And this thing is fucking playing with him, bro. I'm not kidding you. This raptor is fucking playing with him. So the dude opens his cage, right? And so he's trying to pull the teeth out. And you see his tail sort of like, and he puts his tail down when the man looks. And you see it smile. The raptor fucking smiles like, I got this nigga. I got this fool. That's how it smiles, like, I got this fool. And it goes and bites his arm off. Oh, you need to die, you idiot. You need to die. You don't need to die. And so then we see the dude from Hydra, Hell Hydra. It's the dude with the glasses. I don't know his name, but I know he was in, you know, the Marvel universe, and he was a scientist working for Hydra, so that's why I said Hell Hydra. So he sees the raptor. I'm like, why would you run? By running, you draw attention to yourself, you freaking idiot. So he runs to the elevator, right, and closes it. He thinking he's safe, and there's other people in the elevator too. So no, what happens is he runs into the elevator, and he moves the girl into the middle. She screams like anything, like, why the fuck would you? Because it didn't see them at this point. It really didn't see them. So she screams, alerting the Indoraptor, and they close the elevator, and they're thinking they're safe, right? And then the Indoraptor's like, y'all ain't going nowhere. Destroys the little code, the little button thing, the door opens up, they all did. I'm like, that was stupid. And so, meanwhile, the dinosaurs that have been sold are now being shipped off to their prospective buyers. I'm like, oh my god, you poor dinosaurs. And you really feel bad because one of them is the Triceratops, Dr. Grant's favorite animal that he liked it. It was a mother and a baby. I'm like, no, not the baby. Oh, no, the little baby. Oh, the little baby. I'm so sad. Why are you doing this? So anyway, the Indoraptor is released and now it's hunting them. It now is chasing Owen, Claire, and this little girl named Maisie. That was the grandchild of the friend of Hammond, but he died because the dude that now has all Hammond's money suffocated him to make it look like it was an accident. Like, dude, we know you killed him because he didn't like what you was doing because he was right. This is ridiculous. You need to stop, and this is stupid. So now the Indoraptor is chasing these three throughout the house. Now this particular chase scene is basically gives you that feel of the Velociraptor scene in Jurassic Park, where it's chasing Tim and the girl in the the cafeteria, and then eventually it chases them, everybody else. So that's kind of you get those feels from those films. Not only that, but the Indoraptor when Maisie ends up which I don't know why this child ran away. So she ends up running away because the thing was hiding in the display case. It was hiding in the display case, chases her, and she gets into this little chute thing, which definitely gives you that feel of when the girl from part 1 was pretending she was stuck in that thing, so the raptor would, essentially knock itself out. So you definitely get a lot of feels of the first film in this movie, the same thing as you felt in the first Jurassic World film. They give you a lot of nostalgia feeling. So what happens is, now this part I maybe it's because she's a child, but so she's running from this thing, right? She goes into her room, jumps into her bed, and puts the covers over her head. Now I know as children and I know as a child, maybe she was thinking because the dino is a monster, and that's that thought you have with your children that if you hide in your covers, some monsters can't get you. So I'm thinking maybe that's what she's thinking because she's a child. But this is a dino that was genetically bred, and it's smarter than its pretty much its predecessor, and it climbs into this girl's room. And at that point, I was like, "Fuck this shit." Dinosaurs are bad enough. Now you gonna give me a dinosaur that's climbing in bitches' rooms and shit? Hell to the no. No. We're not gonna do this climbing in houses thing. We're not gonna no. That's what I was done with the movie. You're not gonna give me this horror movie situation of a dinosaur in my room about to kill me in my bed while I'm sleeping. You're not gonna do this to me, movie. You was not gonna do this to me. That's a no. I'm a pass. I'm taking a train to Noteville. Kiss my booty. No. So anyway, Owen then comes in and tries to distract the Indoraptor, and then Blue comes in. I'm like, Blue to the rescue! And so Blue is now finding the Indoraptor, and I'm scared for a little bit because Blue is still sort of weak. Blue just got out of surgery and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now this Indoraptor is like, oh my god, if Blue dies, I swear I'm a write Steven Spielberg and this is Universal Studios. I'm gonna write you write you a very angry letter if Blue dies. You ain't gonna sit here and make me fall in love with Raptor just to kill it off. Anyway, they fighting, right? They eventually get to the roof. And so, Owen and Macy are sort of on the edge, and the dino is trying to get them, right? But it's you smart, so it's realizing that its weight is a little bit too much on certain parts of the roof. So it's tipping to him this goddamn smart-ass dinosaur. I can't take it. So they tried to get it to crash, right? So they had Owen standing, sort of baiting it, and sort of get it to chase it so it would fall on the glass part and fall. And Blue comes in and sort of pushes the raptor. I'm like, please don't die, Blue, please. And so the Indoraptor ends up getting impaled on a which dinosaur? I think it's a Triceratops fossil. Anyway, it gets impaled on this fossil. And Blue is supreme, hey, you can't beat the original. That's how that works. And so Claire, they end up going back to where the rest of the dinosaurs, and Claire's like, I'm gonna let them go. Claire at first wants to let the dinosaurs free, so she lets them all out of the cage because the gas that's in there, the system has failed, so the gas that's in there is pretty much killing the dinosaurs. So she's like, you know what, maybe, so now she's thinking maybe the dinosaurs need to die. You know, we created them, and, you know, stuff like this, and now they're being sold off, so maybe maybe they need to die. So Claire's, you know, is gonna let them die. I'm like, no. And so you see all these dinosaurs and the thing coughing and stuff from the cat. So then Macy sets them free. She opens the door, lets them free, and she says, because they're just like me, because Macy is a clone. That's was the disagreement between John Hammond and his friend, because he started cloning people. And that's what Ian Malcolm was saying in the beginning of the movie when he was talking about we abuse the power, because we went from cloning dinosaurs and one person has now already cloned a human. And that's what we mean. We're cheating death. Things are supposed to live. Things are supposed to be born into this world, live their life, and then they die. And the cycle repeats again. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life. That's how we go. When you take death out of the equation, you're prolonging a life that does not need to prolong. Where everything's supposed to die. Everything's not supposed to... We're not vampires. There's no immortality. Your immortality is your genes and your memories passing on through the generations. That is your immortality. Like, we're sitting here cheating death, and that never turns out good. And we have not learned this, and that's the point. So, the dinosaurs now set free. Oh, the boy that decided to almost sell some dinosaurs. Oh, he got his comeuppance. He was in, he ends up getting divided between the T-Rex and the Brontox, I believe. Yep. Because I think it was another one they had. Yep. He ends up getting divided between those two. They ate his ass up pretty good. I don't know why he thought he was going to survive, but no. And the Indominus Rex DNA was destroyed. However, Dr. Wu still needs to get his comeuppance. Dr. Wu needs to get his comeuppance. Because he's still alive. Because that's the main person that needs to die. Because without him, some of the stuff probably wouldn't have happened. Because he's the genetic... He was there since the first film, Dr. Wu. So, kill him... You could probably stop all this stuff from happening. Because not only that, because he's still alive, not only that, but they still have genetic samples of the dinosaurs, and they had some new eggs. Some eggs, because they were talking about the Indoraptor that they did have was a prototype, but wasn't complete. And so I have a feeling they have some more Indoraptor. So I have a feeling the one that we saw is probably not the last one. It's gonna probably make it bigger and better. I guess in a way. I'm like, this is not going to be over. This is going to be crazy. And so then we see Ian Malcolm again, and pretty much saying that now we have to find a way to coexist in this new world, because now dinosaurs are among us. So we see, as he's speaking, we see clips of the dinosaurs pretty much, you know, in various parts of the world. We have the pterodons in Las Vegas. They're gonna fake the little mini Eiffel Tower. We see the monosaur about to eat this damn surfer. I'm like, and I thought Deep Blue Sea maybe not want to go into the water because of sharks. Bruh, I'm definitely not going into the water now. After that clip, I'm like, a monosaur, I don't think so. Screw the beach. Screw the beach. I will enjoy the beach from my TV. I will watch it on TV. I will pull up a picture of the beach and be like, the beach. After that clip, I was like, I'm definitely going to the beach now. A dinosaur that big, can you imagine something that big in the ocean water? I mean, there probably is something that big in the ocean water. I don't know. You know, and I don't tend to find out. I'm gonna let that stay a mystery. But we see the monosaur by the surfer. We see the pterodons in Las Vegas. The blue looks like it's in California, overlooking the neighborhood. I'm like, people going to wake up in the morning like, honey, go get the paper. Okay, honey. Let's see what's in the morning paper. The president. Not this again. He's going to look it down. He's going to see a raptor. And the raptor blue going to be like, hey, what's up? Bruh. And the T-Rex looks like it broke the fences down to a sanctuary. And it's facing off with a lion. I'm like, bruh, this lion is about to try to fight a T-Rex. Bruh, I'm done. I am done. So this is pretty much the end of the film. This movie, the next film is definitely gonna be a Jurassic World now. We thought it was a Jurassic World. Oh, it's gonna be a Jurassic World now. There's no more islands of dinosaurs, so the only dinosaurs that are left are the ones that's roaming around Americas, and the ones that were sold off. They're gonna be sold off in different parts of the world. So the world is not gonna have to figure out how to coexist with dinosaurs now, because some of them, as I said, they bought them in pairs. So once they start mating and laying eggs, you're gonna get more and more dinosaurs. And again, as I said before, with the T-Rex, since it's the only one, since it's the first one, since it's the one from the first one, it might be able to change its sex from male to female in a single sex environment in order to reproduce and populate. Blue, I don't know if Blue has that ability, because she is from further in the thing. So I don't know if they made sure they didn't have that capability or not. So we're about to see when the next film come out. But overall, if I had to pick which film between Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was my favorite, I would probably say Jurassic World 2 would be my favorite out of the two. And if I had to compare them in order with all the Jurassic Park films in total, I would say Jurassic Park 1 will have to be of course, will have to be my favorite. With Jurassic Park 1 was would be at number 1. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom will probably come in at number 2 for me. With Jurassic Park 2 Lost World coming in at 3. Jurassic World coming in at 4, and then Jurassic Park 3 coming in at number 5. If I had to rate my Jurassic Park films in that order, that's what I would say for me. But overall, I was not trying to make this video this long, but it's just I just had to get this out. So anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me, guys, your favorite dinosaur. What did you like about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? What you didn't like about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Are you excited for the next film, or are you not excited for the next film?